When it comes to software, big is no longer beautiful. While computer updates usually come stuffed with new features that eat up more and more of the memory and processor power, some software makers are now changing direction. They're slimming down their products. Apple today launches its new Snow Leopard operating system, which is a leaner version of the one that's currently running on its Macs. And Microsoft will be following suit in October with its Windows 7 software that also promises to run more efficiently. Well, I'm now joined by Benny Har-Even, technology editor at IT Pro magazine. Good to see you, Benny.
Hello.
First of all, then, the features on Snow Leopard. It is slimmer. It takes up less processing power.
That's one of the features that it offers is that when you install it, it actually frees up some disk space when you install it, which is the opposite of what normally happens when you install a new operating system. So that's one of the benefits, is that you actually gain several gigabytes of space on your hard disk, which is nice.
And this is also perhaps an attempt by Apple to start edging into the business market.
Well, one of the features it offers is that it now has integrated support in the operating system for Microsoft Exchange, which Apple licensed this from Microsoft for the iPhone originally, and it's now brought that into the operating system, and that actually gives it an advantage over Microsoft, because Microsoft's operating system doesn't have that actually built in. You have to buy Microsoft Outlook, whereas Apple actually has it built into the operating system, so it's slightly ironic there.
Also possibly a competitive advantage for Apple by releasing Snow Leopard now, because Windows doesn't come out until October.
Well, for the techie community, they have access to Windows 7 now, but for the public, it goes on sale at the end of October. So I think Apple has actually brought forward the release of Snow Leopard. It's come out slightly earlier than expected, and you could view that as an attempt to steal some of the thunder from Microsoft.
There's been a lot of talk, hasn't there, about making operating systems much easier, because we don't now just go into operating systems via a computer. We use phones, we use other mobile devices. Do you think freeing up this disk space is part of it?
Well, I think that it's all about more efficient use of hardware on smartphones. You know, they've got limited power, but we want them to do more than ever. So operating systems are getting smarter and getting more efficient, and you can see that Microsoft's been making great strides in what it's done on Windows. Windows 7 is a great improvement over Vista in that regard, and again, Apple's done the same. The new Snow Leopard is a much more refined version of its current operating system. It doesn't really add lots of new features. They're really going for a sort of real tightening and tune-up of the current operating system.
We look forward to using it. Benny Har-Even, thank you very much indeed for joining us this morning.
It's okay.